Winstead, and I have the privilege of working with the Student Ambassador Program here at the college. Would any of you be interested in having a job where you get paid about $22 an hour? That sounds pretty good, doesn't it? As a student ambassador, I'm just going to start out with the biggest benefit to you, and then maybe I'll get your attention and you'll listen. As a student ambassador, you work 40 hours a semester, and as compensation, you receive a scholarship equivalent to 6 credit hours. So that averages out to a little over $22 an hour that you're being compensated. So that's pretty good. Does anyone know what a student ambassador does, what their role is? They serve in a public relations capacity, and they represent the college at campus and community events. Okay, this morning, or today, all day long, Dr. Box, our KCTCS president, is on campus. So they wanted a group of students to talk with him, about 20 students. So some of the ambassadors had the opportunity to participate in that. So that's a really good opportunity for networking. Dr. Box is over all the colleges. And so in addition to the monetary compensation, you get the opportunity to network with influential people, not only here at the college, but within the community as a whole. They work a lot of different events where we have local political figures. The Chamber of Commerce members, in January, they work at an event where members of the Chamber of Commerce are present, and it's all the business leaders in the community. So that's a great way to make connections. So that's some of the benefits to you. Now, a student ambassador serves in a public relations capacity, and they work at all kinds of different events like this. And I always get asked the question, but what do they actually do? Some of the most common things they do are greet and welcome people onto the campus. They direct them to events. They may take care of sign-in sheets, hand out programs. They may help serve refreshments. They can do any variety of things. They work at over 100 events a year. And this year, I know it's going to be way more than that. It increases every year. So they stay busy. Some of the events they work are Earth Day, International Festival, graduation, honors night, just a wide variety, a really wide variety. And they all really enjoy what they're doing. I've never had one of them tell me that they didn't enjoy being a student ambassador, because they get the opportunity to learn so much more about the college and to meet people here at the college. Dr. Honeycutt, our president, or provost, and Dr. Marshall, our president, are very supportive of this program. They will know the ambassadors on a first-name basis. They even come to our training and talk with you, and one-on-one. So they're very supportive. They're behind this program, and we really need you to help us to sell the college. And one of the things that you'll be doing is conducting campus tours. We have actually a couple of groups on campus today. I saw on my way over here doing campus tours, but I train you how to do that. If you are chosen to serve as a student ambassador, you will have 2 days of training. One day will be an all-day training. You'll receive training in communication skills, professional etiquette, leadership, customer service, and those are things that you are going to learn that you can take out whenever you get out into the real world. You can take with them and use them in your job. Our goal is to provide you with training and experience that's going to help you not only in your role as a student ambassador, but throughout your life. And I have an ambassador that was here. We started this program, this will be our 9th group starting out in the fall, and he was in one of the early groups, maybe 2nd or 3rd. And he has contacted me recently and asked me if he could use me as a reference. He's just finished his master's, and he's told me how much this program has helped him. And how much the experience, how much better off he is and more comfortable he is interacting with people than he was before. There's another ambassador that's working on his master's right now, and he was an ambassador for 2 years. When he first came to me, he was very shy, very backward. Now, he's like a social butterfly. And while he's working on his master's, he's also working at a retail store here in Somerset. And every time I see him, he's talking to somebody, he's real outgoing. So if you want to build those skills, your people skills, this is a wonderful way to do it. So I've kind of talked to you about the responsibility and about the compensation. The qualifications, you do have to have a 3.0 GPA, and you must have earned at least 6 credit hours here at the college. We want people who are very dependable, have a good work ethic, people who are going to project a positive and professional image of the college. So students that are taking communication classes or have had those are excellent candidates. There is a link to our website. If you do want to apply, you just go to this link, and there's some comments on our webpage from other ambassadors. And if you would like to talk to a current ambassador, I highly recommend that, because I can tell you what it's like from my perspective, but another student ambassador can see it from your point of view. They served as a student ambassador. So I really highly encourage you to talk to them to find out what it's like. But you would fill out the application online. We need 2 letters of recommendation from any full-time permanent SCC faculty or staff member. And then everyone who has a 3.0 GPA and has earned at least 6 credit hours will be invited for an interview. Those are scheduled for May 27th, 28th, and 29th. After finals are over, you don't have the stress of that. I will tell you in advance that it is a panel interview. There's a committee of 7 people, but they're all very nice people because I handpicked them, and I wouldn't choose anyone that's not going to be very nice and respectful. So no one's going to make you feel uncomfortable. In fact, they'll go out of their way to make you feel comfortable. So you'll have that interview, and then if you're chosen, we will have the all-day training session in August. It's going to be August 11th on a Tuesday, and we will also schedule a half-day training where we'll do tour training of the North and South campuses. Now, in advance, to help prepare you for the interview, and I know that makes people nervous, just the word interview makes you nervous, and especially if there's 7 people. But I will send out some pre-interview questions that you will respond to and return to me. So that's going to give you a really good idea of how to prepare. And then Dr. Mike Searcy and some other of our colleagues here at the college will conduct a workshop on interview skills for panel interviews. And I think is it May 11th? 13th? May 13th. So that will really help you. Candidates who have participated in that workshop in the past have told me that it really did make them feel more comfortable. And student ambassadors come back to me and say, I'm so glad that I had that experience in that interview, because whenever I interviewed for a certain job or for one of the allied health programs, I felt so much more comfortable because I had been through it before and I knew what to expect. So it is really going to make you feel better. And the money, you can't beat it. Where can you find a job that's going to pay you $22 an hour while you're going to school? So it's an excellent opportunity. And if you do a good job and you want to come back next year, then you can come back for another year. And you do get to pick and choose the events you work. A lot of times people are concerned they won't be able to get in their 40 hours. There are more than enough events going on for you to get your hours, and I'll help you with that also. But $882 a semester posted to your Hire One card that you can use for tuition, for books, for gas, for food, whatever you need. So anyone that's interested, please come see me in the Student Commons building by the bookstore, the big staircase. Go to the top, and I'm right there. And I'd be happy to talk to you, or you can email me.